All right, let's take a quick look at the basics of the Arduino software. Open my Arduino app on a Dell computer. I will tell you about some slight differences for your probable Macintosh. The last sketch that I had open just kind of pops up, but I want to show you. First of all, in our file menu, your sketchbook is where everything that you've written in the past is going to be stored, at least locally on your machine. And of course, we can trade files between machines. Examples is where we're really going to focus today, and we're going to look at some of the most basic stuff. This is Arduino 101 after all, so we're not going to get too far into it. The first thing I want to show you is what does the coding environment look like, and I'm going to use this code called bare minimum to explain that. So bare minimum, I'm going to just expand my window a little bit. This is, you guessed it, the bare minimum of what one may need for a functional Arduino code, anything that we would upload to the boards we just looked at. There is a setup block of code. This is where we define everything that needs to be included and or available in the code. And the loop, which, as the word implies, is where the program cycles through a set of commands, one line at a time, unless we tell them to exit that loop or go into other loops. We can fine-tune all of those loops. I'm going to close bare minimum. So this is it. I am going to show you one more thing in bare minimum here. This line of code, you can see, is sort of grayed out, and that is a really useful thing we call a comment. If we take those two slashes out, we see that words change to colors. The reason is these words, any word that you see in a color code, and there are multiple ones, so setup and put in this case and void are all different color words. Those are words that already belong to the Arduino environment. In other words, you can't use them or redefine them as in like a variable. You can't use the word put, setup, or void because they already belong to the language of Arduino. And we'll look more at that as we write a little bit of code and change some code. A comment is created just by putting these two forward slashes in front of a line. And it is a great way to keep track of what you're doing line by line. If I was not intending the audience of these videos to be very open and broad, I might use stronger words to stress the importance of writing comments. You will lose yourself if you do not make comments in your code, and it will be very hard for others to understand, debug, or help you write code if they don't know what you intended to do line by line. So I can put a comment pretty much anywhere in the program. And it's very useful. It is simply a note. This blink code. Blink is sort of our hello world code, if you will. Before that, let's look at what it means to actually connect a board. I'm going to pause this for a second and come back with a USB cord to connect this sketch to my Arduino.